Hey guys, it's Kate, and today we're gonna be talking about how to get your shit together. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss, I'm a bitch and a boss, I'm a shine like gloss, I'm a bitch, I'm a boss, I'm a bitch and a boss. Hey, so like I said, we're gonna be talking about how to get your stuff together. I'm gonna be talking first about my tips and tricks, and then Sandra's gonna come on and talk about her tips on how to get your life together. I know it's really hard coming back into school or work, whether that's in person or online, to just get your life back together and get back on a schedule. So these are our tips so that you can be that person that people look at and be like, damn, she has her life together, even if you don't. My first tip on how to get your life together is to wake up early. I was an adamant night owl for 19 years of my life, almost 20. And starting in January of this year, I decided that I'm gonna start waking up early and train myself to be a morning person. And that's because studies show that you're just more productive in the morning, and I've definitely found that to be true. I get so much more done in the morning before my roommates even wake up. And before class, I just have gotten so many things done. Something that I really like about the mornings is that I can just take time and just like be alone. I usually do my devotional, read my Bible, and just like get some alone time with God. You can do some meditation, anything just to like quiet your soul. I think that's really productive for the mornings. It also helps you to be more mindful with people later on in the day because you got that quiet time with yourself. I also like to do workouts in the morning. So that's another tip, is to work out in the morning. And that's because before people have even woken up, you can already say, oh, well, I already did my workout. And then you have plenty of time in the evening if something does come up that you won't end up skipping your workout. Another thing that I like to do in the mornings that helps me get my life together for the rest of the day is making a healthy breakfast. I think eating clean is just such a great tip to get your life back on track because it makes you feel so good. And by eating clean, I mean just like whole foods, like anything fresh, produce. I eat tons of chicken, shrimp, salmon, nothing. I don't try not to eat frozen things. Makes you feel healthy and gives you energy, and it just makes you feel so much better throughout the day. Another trick I have is to schedule your time. I've gotten so much better at this since coming to college. I schedule almost every hour of my day. And I know that might be stressful for some people, but that actually gives me so much peace of mind. I schedule when I'm gonna do my homework, when I'm gonna meet up with friends, when I'm gonna take a nap, when I'm gonna eat, literally everything. So that way I know like between certain times I'll have free time, or I can add something else to my schedule. And also I'll never forget about assignments because I've written them down in my calendar when I see them, and so I know exactly when I'm gonna be able to do that. And that just gives me so much more free time during the day. I know that's kind of contradictory, like scheduling your time gives you free time, but it actually does. It's just really been so much easier on me, on my time management and getting things done. And I get so much more done during the day when I schedule my time like that. Another big tip I have is to put effort into your outfits. When people see me walking, they'll be like, Kate, you look so good. And I'm just like, I literally just threw on an outfit and then did my hair. And because I like tried to make myself look put together, people automatically just think that I'm like a fashion icon. Y'all can check out our How to Look Good in College video. That will help you with some tips and tricks on how to look good effortlessly and for cheap. And I just think that it's such a great tip to put some effort into your outfits, because then automatically you will look like you have your life together. And when you look like you have your life together, you feel like you have your life together. I always like to dress up for tests because it just makes my mind feel like I'm ready for the test. Even if I'm not at all, it just makes me feel ready. And in that same way, when you put effort into your outfits, it makes you feel like you're ready for the day. Another big thing that I like to do to keep my life on track is to check in with my friends. What's the point of improving yourself and making yourself feel like you have your life together if you're not helping those around you? The world isn't all about you. Surprise! So make sure you're checking in on your friends. Ask them how they're doing. How's their day been? Little texts like that help so much. When I get those texts from my friends saying like, hey, how are you today? Like, I know every day isn't going to be amazing, but if you need a shoulder to cry on or just to lean on, let me know. Those little things help so much. My last few tips and tricks before I hand it off to Alessandra would be to read, sleep, drink water. Those are huge. Reading, I know it's not for everyone, but it really does help you mentally, and it just stimulates you, and it's actually really fun if you give it a try. I try to read just a little bit every single day, but it doesn't always happen. Weekends are perfect for this. I've been really into self-help books recently, so my recommendations would be Girl Boss. I literally finished that in 2 days. You Are a Badass. My sister just finished that one and I'm about to read that one. And then last one would be Defining Decade. I finished that one right when I turned 20, and it's all about how to be your best self in your 20s, and I just love them because it makes me feel so together when I have advice to help me become my better self. And then also, people keep calling me. Anyways, sleep. I try to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night, and I know that doesn't always happen because I'm a college student and we don't tend to sleep, but it is so good to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep for your mental health, for your physical health, for anti-aging. Just sleep is just so good for you, and that's why I try to schedule things out, because then I have time to get those 8 hours of sleep. Other thing is drink water. Water, everyone tells you to drink water, so why not just do it? Here, wait, hold on, let me grab my water bottle. I bought this off of Amazon, and I basically fill it up twice a day. 8 to 1 p.m. I drink all of this, and then 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. I drink all of this, and then I fill the rest of it up for the rest of the night, and I just try to drink that. Water is just so amazing for you. So drink water. That will make you feel like you're healthy and you have your life together. I hope this helped you guys get your life together, back on track for school and for work. So now Sandra is gonna give us her tips. Bye guys.
You know, it's important to recognize that we all have those times where we're kind of in a slump, where we kind of don't feel like things are going how they should, and we don't know how we're gonna get out of it. Trust me, I've been there. A lot of us have been there, especially the school that we go to. So these are the things that I really did that helped me, basically. You know, there was once a time where I felt like I was behind on chores, I was behind on schoolwork, I was behind on everything. It just felt so overwhelming, and then I would just kind of check out instead of looking at the problem as individual problems, not one overwhelming problem. So what I would do is I would write a to-do list. Basically, I would say, okay, today these are the things that have to get done. Like I have a due date tonight, or I have to do the dishes, or I have to do the laundry. And I would tackle each problem individually and cross it out when I'm done. I wouldn't just make one giant to-do list of everything I have to do that week, because that's really overwhelming. So you have to compartmentalize and attack each problem separately. Tip number 2 is I would start to dedicate more time to taking care of myself. I think that when you neglect your body, like when you don't feed yourself the proper foods and when you don't treat yourself well, overall you feel worse because you're not prioritizing your body or your health. So definitely, like, just start doing your skincare. Like, start taking care of your skin. Like, as you can see, I've been working on my skincare. Looks pretty good. Just overall, just put time and effort into yourself to making yourself feel better. If you feel gross, you're not going to be confident in doing all the things that you have to do or be your best self. Because it's important to treat yourself well. I mean, this is your one body that you're gonna have for hopefully 100 years. So you have to really treat yourself well. Another tip that I have is to basically get up in the morning, make your bed. That way you separate your bed from you and you're less likely to kind of just sit in it and stew in it and not be productive. So get up, leave your bedroom, make your bed, and start doing something. On that same note, you should try to go to bed. I know it's hard, but like midnight, you know, or 11. I know nowadays with quarantine, our sleep schedule is so messed up, but like Kate said, getting a good amount of sleep and being on a consistent sleep schedule is actually shown to improve your mental health. Also with mental health, make sure you get enough sun each day, or at least take vitamin D supplements. If you're on birth control, you're more likely to be vitamin D deficient, and low levels of vitamin D are shown to increase your risk of getting depression or having anxiety and that type of mental health problems. So definitely get the sun that you need. If you get 30 minutes of sun a day, it said it's supposed to make you happier. And also take some vitamin D supplements just to ensure that your body's getting what you need. On that same note, you can also take vitamins every day. I've seen a huge difference. I started taking these personal vitamins with Care of. They're not sponsoring me, but they should, you know. And basically I filled out a survey, talked about my issues and things like stress, and they gave me a personalized little vitamin thing. I've been taking it for about a month, and I honestly feel so much more energized and so much better. I would highly recommend, because it's hard to get everything that you need nowadays out of just the food that you eat, on top of the fact that regular multivitamins were formulated back in the 1950s and address different nutrient deficiencies than we have nowadays. So highly recommend. Another tip that I have is to stay busy. I feel like, well, I did ballet in high school and I also worked a part-time job, so doing those two things at the same time gave me very little free time, and because of that I was so much more productive than I've ever been in my entire life, because in that little free time that I had, I'd be doing work, and then I'd sleep. But I feel like when I got to college, I had all this free time. I'd just be like, oh, well, I have hours to do something. I'm not really gonna be pressed about doing it. And then because of that, I would just not really do it or do it last minute. So definitely stay busy. I think also getting a job can be very rewarding in terms of getting your together, improving your mental health, having a consistent schedule, which can be a job, and also making money can help you feel better and then do better because you're feeling more motivated and more ready to accomplish the day. Last but not least, what you need to do is reward yourself. It's not easy having your shit together. It's not easy putting effort into what you're doing consistently and consistently having that energy and refueling. So you need to reward yourself, you know, get your nails done every month, or get a haircut if you're a guy every 2 weeks like you guys like to do. Just put in effort into rewarding yourself and treating yourself well for taking care of you and bringing you through this, because it's not easy, especially during quarantine, to be happy and to feel fulfilled. I lied, this is my last tip, maybe, there might be more. Surround yourself with motivated people. If you surround yourself with people who are constantly motivated and working, not in a competitive way like they need to be better than you, but in a way where they're trying to be their best selves, that energy is infectious. Energy is infectious, and it will rub off on you, and you'll feel like, okay, let me get my shit together. You guys can start studying together every day at the library, or doing work together, motivating each other, and overall placing yourself in a positive environment will change everything up. And yeah, this isn't my last tip. And then make sure you have fun too, like I said, with treating yourself. Like, work hard, you know, get your work done, do all of that, and once you get on that consistent schedule and you have that, you can develop spaces in your schedule for free time, for hanging out with your friends. Finally, if you're a girl, there's a book you should read. It's called Why Men Love Bitches. It's not even about the guys, because it's 2020, we don't care about what guys think of us, but what's important is that it just is very empowering. It gives you, when I read it, it gave me a renewed sense of confidence. Yes, these are my tips and tricks on how to get your shit together. I hope it works. It's a journey. You're not always going to be at 100%, and that's okay. Forgive yourself. Take care of yourself. Do what you can. And just speak more positivity into the world. And take vitamin D. Okay, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. Like, comment, subscribe, you know, all of that. We're a new little YouTube channel, so we could use all the support we can get. Thank you guys. Bye.